Hi all, I'm Binsi here. Today I'm going to discuss about Community Health Nursing 1 and the topic is population and its control. It's population, we know that it's mainly from the family, from each family. Family plays a very important role in for population, both in the health as well as in the welfare, not only for the individual but also for the society. Right, but in a whole, the nation is also getting involved because it has an effect on the population rate. Right, so, nation has come to a target by limiting the size of the family into 2 to 3 children. Okay, and the main concept of is it's the accepted, adopted into the family style of the people, lifestyle of the people. To limit the family size, there are some effects. Okay, we'll just see what are the effects. First one is basic need. We know food, shelter, clothing is our basic need, right? The basic need. Now when the family size or the family size, it's a large number of size, this basic needs will be coming decreased, not only in clothing but also in the shelter as well as in the food. The size and the quantity of the food will be reduced, right? Then economic need, income, savings. Okay, if it may be inefficient or it may not be sufficient to meet the family size if it is in the large. Then food and nutrition, as I said, if there's a large number of people, the nutritional development will not be given, or nutritional supply, nutritional equal nutritional supply will not given to all the family members. Then socio-economic, large family size results in people migrating from the rural area to the urban area, okay, in search of employment. Then large family size shows an increase in morbidity is increase in the disease condition. Okay, so disease condition is also increasing, and they don't have much income, also much savings also. Then it will be resulting in mortality is death rate. Okay, mostly among the children as well as the mother, because frequent pregnancies, giving birth to the children without proper spacing and all, because of that the mother's health also will be weak, and death or the mortality rate of mother and the children is increasing. Okay, then education, it's very hard to give education for a large family, because if there is, suppose if there is 6 member in the family or 6 children in the family, it's very hard to give proper or good quality education or standard education for the 6 peoples, right? For that the father or the mother or the parent who has been bearing it will be having a very struggle on it, or else they should be very rich people. Then what are the contraceptive methods? That is, from here we are going to discuss about the population control methods. Okay, contraceptive methods to prevent unwanted pregnancies. Okay, or we can avoid that unwanted pregnancies, like girl without unmarried woman bearing a child. Okay, or because of group raped, gang raped and all, because of that children have been found. Okay, slum areas and all, they don't have proper space, and even after what to say, the slum areas and all, they don't have proper educations of giving birth and all, right? So to avoid unwanted pregnancies, we are going to deal about the contraceptive methods. In contraceptive methods, it has been broadly divided into two, that is spacing and terminal method. Okay, contraceptive methods are like temporary and permanent is also there, temporary is also there. Now we are going to deal about temporary. In temporary, it has been divided into two, that is spacing and terminal method. Okay, spacing method has been divided into five, that is barrier, IUD, that is intrauterine device, hormonal method, post conceptional method, and miscellaneous. Okay, spacing method was divided into five: barrier, IUD, hormonal, post-conceptional method, and miscellaneous method. And in that, barrier is divided into three, that is physical method, chemical method, and combined method. Okay, so we said contraceptional method is divided into two. So spacing method, we discussed what are the coming under it. Terminal method is male sterilization and female sterilization. Okay, now moving on to the spacing method, the first one was barrier. Barrier method is also known as occlusive method. Okay, what is the main aim of barrier is like the sperm will not be able, or the meeting of the sperm, to prevent the meeting of the sperm and the ovum. When the sperm and the ovum meet only, the fertilization occurs, right? So to prevent the meeting of the sperm and the ovum is the main aim of the barrier method. Okay, and this method is very popular or increased popularity due to absence of side effect, and also it prevents sexually transmitted disease also. Okay, so we are going to deal the barrier methods. As we said, that barrier method has been divided into three, that is physical method, chemical method, and combined method. So we'll discuss in detail. Physical method, first one is condom. Okay, condom most widely known. Okay, and in India it is known as Nirod. Okay, it's a Sanskrit word that means prevention. Okay, there is no side effect. It protects both men as well as the female from sexually transmitted diseases also. Failure rates are more commonly due to incorrect usage. So we'll see what are the advantages of condom. Easily available, safe and inexpensive, easy to use and doesn't need any medical supervision, then no side effect, it's very lightweighted, then and easily disposable, provides protection not only for pregnancy as well, it provide protection to sexually transmitted diseases also. Then what are the disadvantages of condom is like it might slip off or it might tear off. Then there won't be, the main aim is like we have to prevent the pregnancy, but it might tear off or it might slip off also. And if the people don't know to wear it properly, what happens is like um, their that desire, the sexual desire or the sexual satisfaction will not be there when we put the condom. And the men do not use them regularly, that can also cause or that can increase the rate of sexually transmitted diseases. Then the next one is female condom. So we discussed about male condom. Now we are discussing about female condom. Female condom is made up like a pouch. Okay, and it is made with polyurethane, which lines the vagina. And the inner lining is like it closes the cervix, and the outer lining remains the outside the vagina. Okay, it's like a pouch. The inner lining is going. Now you have to remember the anatomy and physiology of female reproductive system. The inner lining, it closes the cervix, and outer lining remains outside the vagina. It's very effective barrier method for sexually transmitted disease. It is pre-lubricant, means it is already lubricated, okay, with silicone and spermicide. Because of that, the sperm gets killed because spermicides it's there in that. Okay, now the next one is diaphragm. Diaphragm is a vaginal barrier. Okay, it is invented by a German physician in 1880. Okay, and it is called as Dutch cap. Dutch cap. Okay, it is a shallow cup. Okay, it made up of synthetic rubber or a plastic, we can say. Important is like woman. Now the diaphragm size has to be fit in the woman. That is the main important thing of the diaphragm. Okay, rest what we were discussed, there we didn't discuss about the size, but in diaphragm we have to look, that's if the size is like small, medium, XL, according to that size only we have to take the diaphragm, we have to select the diaphragm. Diaphragm is inserted before the sexual intercourse. Okay, and it has to remain in the position for more than 6 hours. Okay, it will remain in the place more than 6 hours after the sexual intercourse, and it has no special side effects, and there is no risk also for that. But the disadvantage we can say is like before inserting, as we said, it has to be inserted, right, it has to be inserted, so we need a physician or we need a medical supervision for to train us how to insert it, right? That is a disadvantage. And the second one is like if it is kept more or it is left for more, because of that TSS can occur, that is toxic shock syndrome can occur. Then after delivery, after uterine involution only we can insert the diaphragm. What is uterine involution is like when the delivery time or in the pregnancy time, the uterus will increase the size because it is giving the space for the baby to grow, right? So after the delivery, now it is the uterine size or the uterus size is big. Now it has to come to the normal or the it has to regain the normal position or the normal size. After that only we can use the diaphragm, or before that we can't use it. Okay, so this was all. No, the one more is left, I'm sorry. That one is vaginal sponge. Vaginal sponge, it is considered as a barrier device, and it is recently in USA it has been a marketed name as a trade name, that is today. Okay, and it is very preventional method. Okay, what happens is like it is a sponge like thing, and it is soaked in vinegar or olive oil. Okay, and it's a small urethane sponge like thing. Okay, and it also has spermicide, or it's pre-lubricated, and spermicide is there. It is less effective than diaphragm. If we have a comparative with diaphragm and vaginal sponge, diaphragm is more effective. It decreases the STD count also, as well as prevention rate of pregnancy also. Okay, so this was all about physical. Barriers are divided into three: physical, chemical, and combined. So we have finished dealing about the physical. Okay, next one is chemical. Chemical means due to some chemical this one chemical organs, we are chemical materials, we are just reducing or preventing the pregnancy. Okay, in chemical there are divided into four types. Okay, that is so foam, creams or jellies, suppositories, or soluble films. Okay, this is commonly used spermicides. Okay, and they are an active agent. It act themselves to spermatova and inhibits the oxygen and kill the sperms. It's very simple. What does this chemical method do is like, whatever it is, if it is a foam, if it's a cream, if it's a suppository, soluble films, all has one action, is like it has spermicides in it. Okay, what do we do is like when the sperm comes, what do they do is like they inhibit the oxygen. Inhibit means decrease the oxygen level. Because of that, the sperm will not be able to live and the sperm will die. From that, the prevention of pregnancy occurs. Okay, and they may cause, because it's a chemical, it might cause mild burning sensation and irritation also. And it does not have any inflammatory like if it's a chemical, because of that inflammation or infection will occur, nothing like that. And it doesn't have any carcinogenic effect also. Carcinogenic effect means it doesn't cause any cancer. Okay, effect on vagina. Fine. So this was all about chemical, and next we are going to deal about hormonal conception. Okay, hormonal conception is the most effective spacing method. Okay, yeah, in physical we said that three methods are there, like in physical, chemical, and combined. Combined means both physical and combined together we are using it, and it is used to prevent the pregnancies or STDs levels. Okay, next we are going to deal about hormonal conception. So we have finished the this one, barrier. Okay, it's the most effective spacing method, and this provide the best means of ensuring spacing between one child and the other child. We have, you might also have been seeing like the babies, there won't be proper spacing between the age. Okay, so the mother is not able to take care of the first baby, as well as not don't means he or she is not able to give proper care for both children. Like there is no space, because one is also very small and the second one is also very small. Equally both are small, and we are not able to give proper full concentration on each. Okay, so for that hormonal methods are the best. Fine. So hormonal methods have been divided into two, the broadly, that is one is oral method, oral pill method, and the second one is depot method, depot. Okay, oral method is also divided into five: combined, progesterone only pills, postcoital pills, once a month pill, and meal pill. Okay, now oral pills will be like taken every day in a fixed time, not like whenever you want. No, it has to be taken in a fixed time, and that too right before you go to bed. Okay, and then what is the thing is like, it has to be started, your oral pill has to be started on your fifth day of your periods or the menstrual cycle. From your fifth day you have to take oral pills continuously to consecutive 21 days. Okay, and then you have to take a break of 7 days. Fine, you understood what I said? Oral pills from your day 5th, like if suppose your menstrual cycle start on 1st of October. Fine, then the 5th of October you have to take the first dose of oral pill. From 5th of October to 21 days continuously you have to take oral pill once you go before you go to bed. Okay, you have to fix a time like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time is convenient for you people, that time. And 21 days you have to take. After the 21st day you take, and from 22nd day to 7 days you have to give a break. Okay, so that was about oral pill. Now we said combine is there. Combine means progesterone and estrogen combined is will be there. Progesterone only pill, progesterone will only be given in that pill. Okay, and for example I can say mini pill and all. Post coital pill, post coital pill means, post means after, coital means after sexual intercourse we have to take the pill, and within 72 hours after unprotected sex. Like after you have an intercourse with an unprotected sex, we didn't take any method, we didn't take any barrier method, we didn't take any physical or chemical, nothing we have taken. And after that, after unprotected sex, within 72 hours we have to take the pill, that is post coital pill. Then once in a month pill, like it's a long acting pill actually. Once in a month if you take, but it has to be taken in a regular months for prevention of pregnancy. Then male pill, it has to be taken in the male. Okay, that is male pill. Now we are going to deal about depot. Depot is the second type of hormonal conception, and depot is a very slow releasing formulation. That is about depot, and depot has been divided into three: injectable, subcutaneous, and vaginal rings. So this we will be discussing in the next video. I think so I can't exceed the video more than such limits is there, so that we will be discussing on the next video, coming on video. I hope you all understood, and if there is any doubt please get back to me. So we discussed about population and its control, both barrier methods, physical chemical combined, hormone conceptional method, oral pills. Still oral pills we have been discussed, depot is pending. I hope you all understood. Take care, bye.